Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome. Oh, a couple of you are already here. Mona, how are you? Hi, Dawn. Hi, Miss Janet. How is everybody this evening? Are you guys ready to work on what are we working on? The butterfly awareness pattern that was in this month's Bling box. Um, we will work on going through that with you guys and going over kind of like the honeycomb pattern, answer any questions that you guys might have. And then we will do the giveaway from the people who participated in the little Bling Your Things challenge that we had in our Facebook group. Thank you to everyone who participated in that. That was a pretty easy challenge. Let me pull it up and I will tell you guys what we did. This was kind of like the first time that we did a challenge in the, well, we've done it before, but recently our first challenge that we have done. Let me find my post. So the way that it worked is over the last couple weeks, you've kind of had like two options. And you could pick to incorporate rhinestones into your outfit in one way or another, whether that's like you made like a rhinestone shirt, or maybe you just added some to whatever you were wearing that day. Then the other thing was to pick a small item like a phone case, hair clips, earbuds, really just anything small. It could have been anything from the small projects that are included in past month's Bling boxes, and then post a before and after, and then include the hashtag Bling Your Things Challenge in your post. So I knew that that's what you were submitting to be a part of that challenge. So we have a couple of people who did participate in that, and then I will pick a winner from those people who participated for this week's giveaway. And then what else? We have, so the 15th falls on a Saturday again. So for the November Bling boxes, those will actually be available starting tomorrow. They will be on the website. I think they go live at like 10 a.m. So every month, the Bling boxes include 5 to 6 full-size rhinestone products, 1 to 2 projects, a pattern, and then some 1 to 2 patterns, whether that's a rhinestone pattern or some SVGs. I've just been including both for pretty much every month this year. Sometimes I include extras, and then you get free shipping. I do a free tutorial on it. We do the live unboxing, and then you get exclusive discounts that you can only get by being a member of the Bling box for that month. And then those coupons that are in there are good for 60 days. So let's see. I need to take a drink. So this tumbler is the pattern that was in the October box. And it is kind of like the Cancer Awareness Butterfly. And I picked this one because it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So I wanted to do something that was, kind of tied into like what was going on this month. And then I am also a breast cancer survivor. So I wanted to do, this means a little bit more to me than, maybe the average person. A portion of the proceeds from this month's box, I will also be donating to Stand Up for Cancer. So thanks to you guys for purchasing the boxes this month. You are helping me in making that donation. So thank you to everyone who did get the October box. And what else was in there? Was also these little cutouts, the little awareness ribbon cutouts that you could decorate with the stones that were in this month's box. I colored these with the paint markers. I think those were the Thule Art paint markers. And you guys could do these like whatever color you wanted. You don't have to keep them pink. Like if you have, another family member or friend that's affected by like a different type of cancer, all of the cancers have different color ribbons. Like the green is for lymphoma, purple is for, oh, what was that one? I can't remember right now. There's so many of them now. But you guys can personalize this to whatever fits you. You don't have to keep it pink. And if you do that, I would just recommend using a darker shade of one color and then the lighter shade so that you keep the contrast. If you did it all one color, the ribbon part isn't really going to stand out as much as if you did this all one color. And then we also have kind of like the ribbons in the background. If you do these the lighter color as well, then they're going to kind of blend in as kind of like a little hidden design in the back of your tumbler. This pattern too is available in 3 different sizes. So the tumbler that was in this month's box was a 20-ounce thick. So the pattern is available for the 20-ounce thick in SS16, and then it's also available for the 20-ounce straights, which is like the most popular size of tumbler. The 20-ounce straight in size SS16 and an SS20. If there's another size tumbler that you would like to make this on, just let me know and I could modify that for you and make that available on the website as well. So there was something else. Oh, anybody who's local, I'm very excited about this. I am going to be doing some in-person classes with a local company over in Seminole. I know we have some people who live like within 5-10 minutes of me. And if you guys would like to join and do an in-person class, we're going to be doing some license plate frames. And it's over in Seminole, right off of Seminole Boulevard. And then I'll post the information like in the group so that you guys can see that. We are capped at the attendance of how many people can come. We can only have up to 10 people. So if you want to do some in person, you can ask all your questions. You could probably bring a different project if you have questions or you need help with something. We could do that there as well. So I'm very excited about that. I'll probably be doing that once a month. As well as I will probably be adding some classes to the website where kind of like this, but it will be like a different project outside of the project for the bling boxes, where it's like a project that we work on it together over the course of, 2 or 3 different sessions. So I'm excited about that. The classes, in person and online. So if you guys have anything that you want to have a class on, please let me know. And if your idea is one of the projects that we pick, you would get a discount on joining that class. So let's see who else joined us. Hi, Miss Lenore. How are you? Dawn from Minnesota. And then Miss Renee is here. Always love to see you. Miss Cassie is here as well as Miss Lori. How is Miss Lori? Are you doing well? And let me switch the camera so we can have just this one. So there we go. So the colors that were in this month's box there's jet black, there's capri blue, crystal, fuchsia, which is the darker pink, and then pink mocha. And the pink mochas are a part of the new line of colors that we added. So there's 8 new matte colors, and that's the mochas. So the mochas kind of have this like muted, they have a coating on them that kind of like mutes the bling a little bit and gives them like a matte appearance finish. So they're not as blingy as like the regular rhinestones. Don't get me wrong, they're still shiny. They still give refraction, light refraction, but they're toned down a little bit. So if you ever have like a project where maybe it's for a guy and you're not exactly sure what to do and they don't want it, or somebody who doesn't want it like really blingy, the mocha line of rhinestones would look perfect for those. So see these compared to like the regular ones. See how they look kind of like flat compared to this side. So there's 8 colors in that mocha line as well. And have any of you guys started working on this project, or are you guys still working on like prior month's projects? And then for glue, I'm using Super Tight Fusion Tack. It's a white glue, it dries clear, and then I use the syringe with a 20 gauge blunt tip needle. I prefer the 20s. Some people use the 18s, that's also another popular size. So another question that I see a lot in our group and in other like rhinestone groups that I'm in is people always ask, number one, should I sand my projects? So my answer to that is, I don't care what it is, you should always be sanding it. Even if the tumbler manufacturer says you don't need to sand, I'm not worried about that. If you read the directions on pretty much every type of adhesive or even Bob Smith 2-part epoxy, the manufacturer's directions on the adhesive recommend that you sand your surface prior to applying the adhesive to improve the bond. And that's because sanding is going to, one, scuff up the surface, but it's also creating additional like scratches and divots in the surface, giving the glue room to kind of like take root and adhere better to this surface, the one surface, and then bond better to the surface that you're attaching to it. So if you read pretty much any adhesive, it says in their directions, in the adhesive's directions, to sand your project, sand your surfaces before applying their glue. So always, always, always sand. The other question that I keep seeing is, when should I wash my tumblers after I'm done? How long should I wait? There's not a one-size-fits-all answer to that. Again, you need to read the manufacturer's directions because they're all different. So for the super tight, they say that you need to allow 1 hour for it to dry. Then it's maximum strength after 24 hours. Then it is water resistant after 72. So you need to wait 72 hours if you are using this glue before you wash your tumblers. So you need to wait 3 days. 3 days before you wash your tumbler if you're using this this glue. Or something like Bob Smith 2-part epoxy, the complete dry time is a little bit less. It's like 24 or 36 hours, and you can wash that one a little bit faster. So if you have a project that you're trying to get out to somebody, or maybe you're giving it as a gift and you need that glue to be dry like quick, then using the 2-part epoxy is going to cure completely a whole lot faster than this glue would, or even liquid fusion. So there is that. So let's see. Mona is still working on the pumpkin. Lori's working on the zebra. Lori, I haven't finished the zebra either. I did the one with the vinyl pattern, but I didn't do the one with um the dual honeycomb pattern. I didn't finish that one. I'm about like a quarter of the way through. So Janet says she finished the tumbler yesterday and the last 4 rows didn't fit. You mean like on this here? These didn't fit for you, the last 4 rows? Huh. Well, they should fit because when I've done other tumblers and this was the number of rows that fit on there. So we will get there. All right. Well, we will figure it out. So, do you guys have any other questions about either this pattern or other patterns in general? Other types of designs? Oh, I messed up here. Or what kind of stuff you guys, what kind of projects would you like to see in a future month's box? I know a couple people a couple months ago had recommended a few things that were some really good ideas. And so normally the way that I do the boxes is I plan 6 months at a time, and then I order the inventory in like 3 months increments. So I normally have everything like 2 to 3 months ahead of time. And then I did add a clearance section to the website with any of the leftover projects from a prior month. I added all of that stuff to the clearance section, and everything is at least half off or more. Like there's some like pop sockets and stuff on there that those are only like 75 cents. There's tumblers on there that are I think around $5. Like there's a couple wine tumblers left. Those mason jars are on there. So if there was some stuff that you wanted and you wanted to stock up, or maybe you want stuff to like make gifts for people for the holidays, I would head over there and stock up on anything that you wanted. Because I have a whole lot of stuff and we have to make room for all the stuff for next year. As well as like new colors and all of that good stuff. So did I get that right now? I think so. So normally when I do the honeycomb, I do it row by row so that I don't get my lines like out of like whack. I see some people they can do it and just go all the way down. in like sections and then it still looks good. I'm not that person. It doesn't work out for me. Yeah, on that zebra pattern, because it was kind of like small, the small stones, and it was black and white on the pattern, everything kind of like blended together. But I think the end result, those look amazing. They look great when you're done. Where are we at? We are going that way. Hold on, I gotta get my pattern where I can actually see it. Oh, and then to the other, I've been working on, I told you guys I got the new printer, and I've been working on trying to convert the patterns so that they are to scale and I can print them on vinyl, and then you can just apply the vinyl right on top of the tumbler, and then you would apply the rhinestones right on top of the vinyl. So that will be coming pretty soon too. There is a new software that comes with the printer that it's kind of similar to what I've used in the past, but it's still different. And I have to figure out how to use it right because it's not working. It's not working for me. So hopefully I'll zoom in here a little bit. I just don't like sometimes when I zoom, I don't know if it's just my video, but it looks like it pixelates out for you guys. And I want you to be able to see it. So, do we have, I think we actually only had a couple people follow the directions for the Bling giveaway or the challenge, the Bling challenge. So you had to pick one of the two options to do the challenge, and that was like adding rhinestones to your outfit or picking like a small project and then posting the before and after. And with either one of them, you had to make your post and then use the hashtag Bling Your Things Challenge so that I could find them. And we actually only had 4 people who followed the directions correctly. So I will do the giveaway for that here in a little bit. What that person is going to get is I still had 3 more of the little ribbon cutouts. So there will be 3 of those. And then a pack of SS10 in fuchsia and a pack of SS6 in fuchsia. So then you can use those to make that project. So Where are we at? And I want to do for the bling boxes. I'm trying to come up with ideas that are not just tumblers. My intention when I started this was not to have like a tumbler of the month. And that's kind of what we've been doing. Everyone seems to like it, but I do want to add some other stuff where, you know, maybe every other month it's the tumbler or something, some kind of drinkware. But the S or the 20-ounce tumblers are like the most common thing that everyone is rhinestoning. So I would love to hear your guys' ideas on items that you would like to see in your monthly bling box. Especially if you are one of the people, one of the people who gets a box every month. And I think there's about 12 people that have gotten a box every month this year. And then there's a handful of people, like 4 people, that have gotten boxes every month this year. Plus, they also got them every month last year before I had to take a break before we moved. So I would love to hear your guys' feedback. I mean, are you guys okay with, you know, like a tumbler every month? Does that work for you? Or are you gonna have like a whole cabinet full of rhinestone tumblers? So let me know. And I think I mentioned last time too, like when you're doing this pattern, the black rhinestones. Let me find another tray. I will show you. So with any project, when you're using different colors of rhinestones, they are not all going to be the same size. So I recommend taking a couple different stones of each color that you're going to be using and putting them on like a flat surface and comparing the sizes. Normally, the rhinestones that have a coating on them are going to be a little bit bigger than the regular ones because the coating makes it a little bit thicker. But that is not always the case. So let me get one more. Oh, and then we need these. Last one. So for this project, the black rhinestones are actually the thickest. The black ones are the widest, and the pink mochas are the smallest. And then the blue, the pink, and the fuchsia are all, those are all three the same size. So when you're, especially when you're putting the blacks next to the mocha pinks, you need to make sure that you're not tightly packing the pink ones up against the prior row, because then when you put this one on, it's going to take up more space. Then you put these on and it's going to take less space. And if you pack this color tightly, as you keep going, you're going to end up where you have spots where the pink ones are higher and then the black ones are lower, and your rows are going to get off. You're going to end up with crooked rows. So you just need to play with your spacing around the rows that have the black in them. You want to make sure that you're lining up the table, which is the flat part of the rhinestone, and that will make sure that you are keeping your line straight. The other thing that you can do is you can make like little tick marks on your tumblers. So I have a couple on here. Sometimes I do it like every couple inches, and just stack up like random stuff. Like use your trays, put stationary item, and then get a pencil, put it on the stationary item, and then turn your tumbler 360 degrees, and then that will give you a perfectly straight line that you can use as a guide. Like you're not going to put your rhinestones directly on that line, you're just going to use it as a guide. And if you start to notice that like this section is a little bit higher on this side and it's closer on this side, you need to start spacing out your rhinestones, whether it's you pull these down, you'll allow more space here and less space over there, but you need to start adjusting it so that then when you get to the last row, you don't end up with like a really high side and a really low side. So hopefully that makes sense. So let's see, who were our people that, these are the 4 people who did the Bling challenge and used the hashtag. So we had Heather McCauley, and I think she did some pens. We had Renee Smelter Craig. What did she do? I can't remember what Renee did. Who else? Then Belva Mallory, she did those cute little, like the mini tumblers that are kind of like trending right now. The little mini ones. And then Sativa Woodring, she did the pumpkin from the Bling box. And then, oh, Renee, oh my goodness. I just put 2 and 2 together. Yes, you did the mirror with the letters in the middle, right? With the S's. Yes. Oh goodness, I didn't realize that that was you. 3G plus 2. or 3G Kids Plus 2 is you. I always knew it was Renee. So, okay, it makes sense now. So, these will be who we pick from for the winner of, they're going to get the 3 little wood cutouts, the ribbon cutouts, and then a pack of SS6 in fuchsia and a pack of fuchsia in SS10. So the way this will work is the same way we do all the other giveaways is go to our website, order one of the free patterns, and then check out, and in the notes to check out, leave Bling Kit winner from today's date, and then that will make sure that I know that I need to send you the kit, that's your order. So yeah, go to the website, order a free pattern, and then check out. You don't have to like enter any like financial information or anything like that. So and I think all of you live in the US, so I don't have to like say that. So let's see who our winner will be. Who do we have? Open. We have Miss Renee, which is you. There you go. So yeah, just go to the website, order a free pattern, and then I will get the little kit sent out to you either tomorrow or Monday morning. So congrats, Miss Renee. I will post it in the Facebook group too. And then hopefully we can do some like other challenges in the group. Hopefully we have more participation. I did extend it another week since it was like the first one that we did. I'm not exactly sure how to get more people to participate. But we got to do some fun stuff in the group, you know, to keep you guys wanting to do more stuff and all of that good stuff. So my kid actually just popped his head in, and I'm probably going to need to end our tutorial here really quick. Normally we go about an hour. We're at like 40 minutes. Let me go back here. So he needs me. We have to go do something. My child is he's a senior and he has stuff for school. Like I had a school meeting. We have monthly meetings, and I had to go to that like 2 weeks ago or something, and like I couldn't do the live, and now I have to go do something that has to be done by tomorrow morning. So I need to go do that. Thank you guys for joining me again, like you do every week. Every week, Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern time, we do the live tutorial. If you guys have something that you would like me to do a tutorial on, please feel free to let me know. Post it either in the Facebook group or send me an email, info@blingyourthings.com. The bling boxes for November will be available on the website starting at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, and then they will ship on November 1st. If you get a box, just please remember not to add anything else to that order. You need to make a separate order. Like if you need rhinestones or something, please do that on a separate order. I will have to start canceling orders if the bling boxes contain other items. And I really don't want to do that for you guys. So we will do some more bling challenges at some point too. I think if we have more participation, they're really fun. So maybe I'll try to figure out a way that we can do it and have more people participate. So maybe I'll like up the bling prize or something for that week. And go check out the clearance section. There's there's a lot of stuff there, but there's not a lot of inventory of each item because it's just the stuff that's left from prior month's boxes. And I need that stuff to go so that we can get more stuff for our boxes next year. Lots of fun stuff coming. And what else? Oh, this pattern, I forgot. If you guys do want to get this pattern in any of the 3 sizes, you can use code CAB50FY. I posted it. That code. You can use that code and get the pattern for half off. It will only be half off. You can only use that code until Sunday. So there's that too, and it only works for that pattern, for this pattern. And I think that's it. So I'm going to go help him. Thank you guys again for joining me. I love having you guys all with me every week. And again, any ideas, please post them in the group or send me an email. I'd love to help you guys out. And if anybody is local and you want to do an in-person class, keep an eye out on the website. That's how I will post it for people to participate. And it will be right in Seminole, on Seminole Boulevard, in-person class. We can have up to 10 people, and we will be doing some license plate frames. And I might try, I'm gonna ask the person who we're using their store if there's a way to do it, like if I was able to stream it like we do this, and if I could set up like an online class that way. And if I can, then I will let you guys know as soon as possible. It's going to be, it's going to be November 19th from 10 a.m. to 10 a.m. to noon. It's 2 hours, 2-hour class. So I will let you all know. Thank you guys again for joining me. I appreciate you guys. Let me know if you need anything. Until next week, Thursday, 8 p.m., I will see you. Have a good night.